Sure, some of you were asking if some of you know on Wichita State in the Legends Dynasty, and yes, that is true. This is obviously a pre-recorded game. Nonetheless, important. Richmond taking on Wichita State in the semifinals. This game has happened before, back in Week 12, and as Richmond did with Eastern Washington, they took home the victory. It was a very interesting game, high scoring at that. Richmond took home a 57-49 victory in a game where they were up by 22 at one point. 21. And Wichita State made a second half comeback, but not enough. And yeah, they battled in the Rose Bowl to take on the winner of Stanford and Southern Oregon. Of course, Southern Oregon being Twist. Yeah, but myself and Coach Pars played this game last night. And we are about ready to get underway here from Pasadena, California. As we see, of course you are. Why would you not be here to watch me fail, Jara? But yeah, it is Wichita State and Richmond. Big Ten battle to head to the national championship. Wichita State's been in the Natty twice, falling in both. Once to Clemson back in Season 2 of this dynasty, and previously last season to Coach Martin in Snow College. I do not believe Richmond's made the national championship, so this would be their first appearance should they get there. But yeah, there they go. Why Richmond was the road team, no idea. 13-1 third overall seed, playing the 10 seed Wichita State. Shit, whatever, Jara. Wichita State will receive the kickoff. And we are about underway here in Pasadena, California. Alford kicks it away, and the Rose Bowl will begin with a touchback in the end zone. Bring it out. Gina's brings it out from 8 yards deep. And it's going to be a 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line for Wichita State. Gage added everyone in the Discord, which means they're all going to hopefully come watch this. First play will be as Roland makes an audible handoff left side, weak side on a zone. It will be 2nd and 6 now from the 22. Keogh with the carry, and it's going to be to the 22 for Wichita State. 2nd and 6, rolling in there. Once again, handoff, and Keogh loses 3 yards, and it's quickly back to near the previous line of scrimmage at the 19-yard line, 3rd and 9 for Wichita State. Richmond shifts defense left. Rollins back to pass, still looking. Throws a comeback route to Sheffield, and Sheffield gets the first down to the 31. 1st and 10 now for Wichita State. As Keogh is in the backfield. It's going to be a handoff left side. Keogh gets hit for a 4-yard carry to the 36. 2nd and 6 now for Wichita State. Keogh against Clemson in the quarterfinals. 86 yards on 16 carries. As the second string Butler's in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Butler will go nowhere, maybe gets a yard, and it's 3rd and 5 from the 36. Oh no, I just saw something about an ad. How do I just make it stop? No ads. No ads. Oh no, I apologize. I think that is going to run. 3rd and 5 from the 36. Roland's back to pass, still looking. Throws to the sideline. It's in and out of the hands of the tight end. And Wichita State will have to punt. Punt it away. I'm sorry about the ads. OB will kick it away. And it'll be returned by Babcock for Richmond. He fields it. Going to get tackled immediately. And while we do that, we had to do a studio update over in the... What is this? The Sugar Bowl, as Southern Oregon immediately gets things started and scores. It's 7-0 Raiders over there. First play from Richmond is a 4-yard carry by Costa, the dominant running back for the Spiders. 2nd and 6 Keys, back to pass. Looking left side, has 2 receivers and throws to the furthest one, Snyder. Snyder's going to get inside the Wichita State territory. 1st and 10 from the 27. Yeah, Pars, go play your classic game, bro. Hurry up. Waiting on you to advance. From the 27, 1st and 10 for Keys. It's going to be a handoff to Costa. Costa left side inside the red zone. Tries to make him in. Gets near the red zone. And 2nd and inches now at the 17-yard line. Yes, for those watching on the YouTube rerun later, this was streamed on Twitch. That'll be in the description that you guys should go follow. We're going to start streaming games on this platform as well as YouTube. But yeah, this was streamed live on Twitch. Keys tossed to Casa right side, who will fall forward for a 1st down to the 17. First and 10. It's going to be a play action pass. Keys looking to the end zone. Touchdown. Snyder in the back of the end zone. And it's quickly 7-0 Richmond with 3:49 to go. Wichita State will receive it halfway through the 1st quarter. Genus will this time let it hit the back of the end zone. It'll be 1st and 10. Shockers now trailing by 7. Roland will be handing off to Kia. Left side, Kia tries to cut up. Can't go anywhere. 2nd and 9 now for Wichita State. Roland back to pass, still looking, throws down the field, has Keel by the defense of the 40, 45-30. 25 out of bounds at the 25, 1st and 10 for Wichita State. A big play down the sideline, and the Shockers are in business here, looking to tie this game up. Hand out to Keogh. Keogh breaks tackle. He's free. To the 15, to the 10. Makes him miss to the 5. Tackled from behind to the 2-yard line. 1st and goal for Wichita State. Just realized, did I mess up something with this? I did. Of course I did. Hand off to Briggs up the middle into the end zone, and it's immediately tied up at 7. 7-7 is our score with 2:29 to go. Kick is away or returned by Babcock out of the end zone, looking for blockers. Gets to near the 20-yard line, and that's about all he'll get. First and 10 for Richmond now, tied at 7. Keys back to pass, throws left side to Snyder. Snyder going to cut the field, ends free. 40, 45, 50, 40, 40, foot race on the sideline, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, one play touchdown for Richmond. They immediately take the lead back, 14-7. What a play for Richmond. And they retake the lead. Oh, no. What just happened? No signal. We're back. I don't know what happens. We didn't miss much. Kickoff went into the back of the end zone. Wichita State has the football Would it be a stream that I run without any sort of air? Let's be real. It would not. Wichita State football down 7 once again, looking to retie this game back up. Key gets handoff right side, looking for blockers. Doesn't get the block by Sheffield on the edge, and they're only going to get half of what they need. 2nd and 5. As we approach under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Rolling, the freshman quarterback for Wichita State, is back to pass and is still looking, going to take off and scramble left side and slide or attempt to slide and going to get the first down to the 38-yard line. Julius Rowland replacing Jimmy Cleveland's starter for the last 4 seasons for Wichita State. As is the 1st and 10, play action pass. Rowland looking right side, throws and overthrows his running back who had green grass behind him. And 2nd and 10, as you can see, the bracket, we'll show it here again. Wichita State and Richmond will play the winner of Stanford and Southern Oregon. As we'll get a score update momentarily on that. Rowland throws, has a man by the defense. It's caught by Genius. Genius down the sideline to the 10, to the 5, into the end zone. Touchdown, Wichita State. Genius got behind the defense on a corner route. And the Shockers are an extra point away from tying this up. 14-13. The extra point is going to get blocked by Richmond, and Wichita State recovers, but that will be going nowhere, and the Spiders will stay in front as we have a studio update. We head back to the Sugar Bowl in New Orleans, and Southern Oregon near the goal line for Stanford tied this game up in the 3rd and goal. They tie it or take the lead 14-7 late in the first quarter. Back here at the Rose Bowl, Babcock bringing out of the end zone and only gets you to the 12-yard line. 1st and 10 now for Richmond, up 1. So they look to extend their lead to 8 here. Keys puts a man in motion. And he's back to pass, looking, rolling in left side. Going to try to throw across his body, and it's incomplete at the 12, or from the 12-yard line. 2nd and 10. He's under pressure there by the Wichita State pass rush. Keys toss left side or right side to Casa. Casa's free to the 20 with speed to the 25, out of bounds at the 27, 15 yards, and a first down for Richmond. Fake toss, Keys throws a screen, and this time Rubin gets it on a screen and gets blockers. One man to beat. Rudock misses. Rubin is free, and he is going to score. 3 plays, and Richmond's back in the end zone with another long touchdown. 203 yards for Keys in the first quarter, and it's going to be 21-13 Richmond. Kickoff is away. And now Wichita State trailing by 8 will bring it out of the end zone, looking for blockers and not going to get much. He only gets to the 17. And it'll be 1st and 10 there for the Shockers, now down 8. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Receivers now getting some new assignments. Roland giving changes to his receivers, looking, throws over the middle. It is going to be caught at the 46-yard line. Julius Rowland finds someone behind the defense, and Wichita State for the first time goes hurry up as we close the end of this first quarter. Rowland back to pass, looking, throws over the middle, caught by Sheffield, and that will do it for the end of the first. Richmond holds an 8-point lead over the Shockers. Another high-scoring first quarter between these teams. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Direct snap to Keogh, who gets blockers. Keogh going to get outside, breaks tackle, spins away to the 25, to the 20. Manny Keogh with a 13-yard rush, and Wichita State's back in the red zone, looking to cut this lead back to 1. Rolling back to pass. He's looking, still looking. Corner route going to go just over and into coverage to Genius, who's receiver that he was looking for. And it'll be 2nd and 10 now for Wichita State. Screen pass, Roland going to get sacked, and it's a disaster after getting in the red zone. Wichita State's going backwards. It'll be 3rd and 20 from the 31-yard line. Roland, he's back to pass. He's looking. Going to step up, still looking. Going to throw out of a sack and into coverage, and is intercepted by Richmond and tackled to the 19-yard line. So Richmond neutralizes the scoring threat, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Spiders. Flexbone to call now for Richmond. And the first play is going to be inside handout to Spears, who broke a couple of these for touchdowns against Eastern Washington. He'll get 6. And 2nd and 4 now for Richmond. Keys to Montgomery right side. Montgomery gets hit hard, but he gets 3. And I believe this is the first 3rd down for Richmond in this one, from the 28-yard line. They stay in flexbone. 3rd and 1. It's going to be a handoff, and Montgomery is going to be tackled for a loss of 3. 4th and 4, and the interception doesn't hurt Wichita State. Alford, kick is away to Genus, who will return it and immediately get tackled at the 28. First and 10. It's going to be a handoff to Keogh. Keogh's free. Keogh spins and going to get near the first down marker. It's going to be 2nd and 1 from the 37 for Wichita State. Once again, semifinal matchup here. Winner will take on Southern Oregon and Stanford. Handoff to Keogh left side. He'll get the first down and more. Breaks tackle. He's free near midfield. And to the 48-yard line, Manny Keogh gets Wichita State. That score over in the Sugar Bowl is 14-7 Southern Oregon's right now. 1st and 10 for Wichita State. It's going to be another handout to Butler, this time up the middle. 2nd and 5 from the 47. Rolling back to pass, looking, rolling out, still looking, throws a horrible ball, and it's intercepted by Gage. 45-50, 45-40, down the sideline, going to be tackled by the quarterback Roland, but in the red zone is Richmond. An absolute horrible pass by Wichita State. And Richmond in great field position to extend this lead. Keys with the handoff to Casa. Casa breaks a couple tackles. 6-yard carry. 2nd and 4. Man in motion. It's going to be a fake jet touch pass. Casa left side. Swerves and going to get near the first down. It actually gets it. 1st and 10 at the 10 for Richmond. 3:38 left to go here in the second quarter. Wichita State's done 2 picks on 2 drives. And Richmond looking to take a 2-score lead here. Toss right side to Casa. Casa makes 3 defenders miss and into the end zone for a touchdown. Richmond up 14 with the extra point pending. And we're up 15. Studio update. We're heading back to the Sugar Bowl. Southern Oregon once again in good field position. Stanford in good field position, and it's intercepted. Southern Oregon going to take it all the way back for a touchdown to extend their lead to 14. A disaster for Stanford, and the Raiders are up 14 late in the second quarter in the Sugar Bowl. Back at the Rose Bowl, Wichita State finds themselves down 15, and Rollins back to pass for the first time on this drive, and he's sacked for 12 yards. Julius Rowland can't get free of the pressure, and it's 2nd and 22 for Wichita State. Rollins back to pass. He's looking, still looking. Going to just take off and run out of bounds for 9 yards, and it's going to be 3rd and 13 for Wichita State. 3rd and 13, Rolling back to pass again. Going to throw over the middle into coverage. Intercepted for the 3rd straight drive. Yeast picks it off 45-40, 35, hurdles over his own man to the 23-yard line, and Richmond can really open the gap here and potentially make it a 22-point lead heading to halftime. Handoff. Casa going to get tackled for a loss. 2nd and 12 to the 25-yard line now. And that might be the final play of the, before the 2-minute warning, excuse me, and it is. 2-minute warning. Richmond up 28-13, looking to extend their lead before halftime. And they get the ball to start the second half as well. So Wichita State definitely in trouble. Keys puts the man in motion and gives it to him. Snyder on a jet touch pass to the 25, and that's all he's going to get, maybe to the 24-yard line. 3rd and 11 now for Richmond. Wichita State looking to hold the Spiders to a field goal attempt. Keys is back to pass. He's looking, has Casa out of the backfield, and a catch, and dives down to the 7. 1st and goal now for Richmond. 1:22 left and counting for this Richmond offense. Keys back to pass, just going to throw it to Casa, and there's not a lot of people that are going to beat him to the corner. Wasting time, or at least trying to, was Casa there. And Keys 7 for 8 for 227, 4 touchdown passes, all in the first half, and it's 35-13 Richmond. Wichita State down 22, has a minute to go try and cut into this lead before halftime. Last thing you want, though, is another turnover and giving Richmond the ball back and potentially making this a 4-score game. Hand out to Keogh right side, and it's a holding call against Wichita State to open this drive. So back him up 8 yards really before it even gets going. 1st and 18 now for Wichita State. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Rolling back to pass. He's looking. Throws a comeback route. Going to be caught. Gina's first down to the 36-yard line. Wichita State in the hurry up trying to go down the field. Rolling puts Keogh in motion on the right side. He's back to pass. Looking, rolling out. Oh, they're going to get sacked. Loses 14. 2nd and 24 now from the 22-yard line. Rolling back to pass. 2nd and 24. Looking, still looking. Going to throw into triple coverage. That pass is deflected and incomplete. Going to be 6 seconds left. And we'll see what Wichita State can do. Would expect them to just throw it down the field. Richmond is going to play off of everyone. And Roland is back to pass. Throws into one-on-one coverage, and that pass is incomplete, and that will do it for the first half, but not before another studio update. We head back to the Sugar Bowl, and Southern Oregon has been putting the route on. That's not the clip, but, you know, that's cool. That's going to show the wrong score. See if I can't fix that real quick. 69-7 is the final as they advance to the national championship. And we'll face the winner of this. It was 35-7 at halftime, Southern Oregon. And Stanford did not score since the first quarter, making it Southern Oregon awaiting the winner as Richmond gets the ball to start the second half. And Casa gets the handoff left side. Casa, he's free and going to get tackled at the 28-yard line, 2nd and 1. So it'll be a Big Ten SEC matchup locked in to the national championship as Casa gets the handoff and will be tackled to the 37, but a first down regardless. Screen pass, Casa right side, 35-40. So weaves in and out and going to get the first down and more with 47. Keys has only missed one pass, 237 passing yards against the Shockers defense.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down.
1st and 10. Offside's going to be the call. They got Wichita State the jump. Montgomery handoff left side. Gets the first down, but it was offsides against Wichita State. They'll decline the penalty. And Richmond is at the 41-yard line. First and 10 for Richmond, 41-yard line, up 22. Handoff, Casa going to get 3. 2nd and 7 now. Third and 5 now from the 36. Can Richmond get off or get another first down here? Keys, play action pass looking. Throws to the sideline. Talbot will catch it and get to the 32. 4th and 1. And we'll see what Richmond decides to do here. They have not gone for 4th down yet today. So they are within the rules of the Dynasty to go for it. And they will. Goal line's the call for Richmond.
They need a yard here on 4th down to keep this drive alive.
4th and 1. Handoff, and Spears in the backfield. Loss of 2, and Wichita State holds, getting the football with 5:20 to go, down 22. Rolling handoff, Keogh. Keogh cuts up to the middle, going to get the first down and more to the 45, 46. 1st and 10, and Wichita State needing all the time they can get in hurry-up mode. Shockers trailing by 22 with 5 minutes to go in the third. Roland changing the play. He's now back to pass. Trying to step up and loses 8. And he's 2nd and 18 from the 38-yard line now. Roland's back to pass. Quick corner route, to Muzwa. Or Esma, whatever his name is. I don't even know the name of my own tight end, guys. That he probably explains a lot. Anyways, 3rd and 2 to the 46-yard line. And we'll see what Wichita State can do. Rolling back to pass. Zig route to Crum, right, left side of the 30 to the 29. And it's 1st and 10 to the 29-yard line. 4 minutes to go in the third. Wichita State needs to score. Rolling, still looking. No one's open. Going to take off and slide before 3 Richmond defenders. Would have probably made him fumble because he can't hang on to the football. Rolling hands it off to Keogh. Keogh left side. Gets blockers to 20. 15 to the 10. To the 5. And Keogh's over 100 yards. And it's 1st and goal for Wichita State. From the 5, handoff Keogh, right side, trying to get to the corner, can't, because going to get 3. And it's 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line.
See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal, handoff Briggs, who fights his way into the end zone. And Wichita State cuts it to 16. And will kick the extra point, even though the game suggested to go for 2. Extra point. The one's already been blocked today. This one's up and good. And it's a 15-point game with 3 minutes to go in the third.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the
Return to the 16-yard line. 1st and 10 for Richmond. Now only up 15. Looking to re-extend their lead.
Here comes the offense looking to start the drive.
Play clock running down, but Keys gets a snap off. It's a screen. Casa right side, and he'll get 9. 2nd and 1 for Richmond. Keys puts the man in motion. Now right side going to be hand out to Montgomery. Left side, Montgomery's got green grass and more. 35 to the 40, 45, 50. No one's behind the defense. 40, 35. You're going to get tackled at 31, but Montgomery, big gain on the play, and Richmond is back in scoring position from the 31-yard line. Wichita State really has no answer for this Richmond offense so far. Toss to third-string running back Tavares. Tavares, I don't know. Tavares, we're going to call him that. I don't know. I'm bad with names for those that are new to the channel. I mispronounce everything. Gain of 1, 2nd and 9. Montgomery in the backfield again. Keys looking, throws left side to Montgomery. He'll get tackled for a yard. 3rd and 8, and Wichita State can get off the field here and potentially force Richmond to kick a field goal from pretty far out. Keys hands out to Casa. Wichita State not expecting that's a fumble, but Richmond recovers to the 18-yard line. 1st and 10 for Richmond. Richmond slowing the game down now. Puts Casa in motion. Hand off Montgomery. Left side Montgomery gets to the edge to the 10 for a 7-yard. 2nd and 3 for Richmond. Keys hands off Montgomery. Wide open into the end zone. Nice blocking from Richmond. And they re-extend their lead back up to 22 late in the third. 42-20, 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. And Wichita State's comeback efforts seemingly are over. We'll most likely be entering the fourth down 22 as the kickoff return from deep in the end zone. And it's 11-yard lines where Wichita State will start this drive. Thanks, Orf. Rolling back to pass, wide open play action. Genius right side of the 34, 1st and 10. 23 seconds and counting now for this Wichita State's drive in the third quarter. Rollins back to pass, looking, throws, had a man. It would have been interesting if that safety run anything, but he gets hit as he throws the football. It falls incomplete, and it's 2nd and 10 now with 15 seconds to go in the third. Rollins back to pass. Looking, throws one-on-one down the sideline. Sheffield catches it at the 8 or 17-yard line. One-on-one works Wichita State, and they're going to go hurry up, but will not get a play off, and that's how we end the third. Wichita State down 22, but in the red zone as we start the fourth quarter. First and 10 for Wichita State at the 17. Just a reminder, Southern Oregon punched their ticket earlier as Wichita State's looking. Throws to Keogh right side. Can't break away from the only defender over there. But it's first to go from the 5-yard line. Winner of this game heads to the national championship to take on the Raiders. Handoff, Keogh left side. Keogh cuts up. Can't quite get in the end zone, but it's 2nd to go from the 1. Wichita State in hurry-up mode. Roland will once again hand out to Keogh, and he'll fight his way into the end zone. And Wichita State answers quickly, and they will once again trail by 16, extra point upcoming. And the kick is up and good. Return is fair caught in the end zone. Richmond will start at the 25. And it'll be flex bone for Richmond as the first play is rocket toss to Montgomery right side. Montgomery tries to get outside and does for 4. 2nd and 6 to the 29. Second and 6, handoff Montgomery. This time left side, makes man miss. He's free up to the 37. 1st and 10 for Richmond. First and 10, 6.5 minutes to go. Richmond up 15 with the football. Third string running back in the game for Richmond. He'll get the handoff and goes absolutely nowhere. A loss of a yard. 2nd and 11 for the Spiders now. Play action pass. Keys looks right side. Throws. It's intercepted by Jameis. Jameis running free into the end zone. And Wichita State has cut the lead to 9 with the extra points to make this a one-score game with 5.5 minutes to go. Extra point is up and good. It's an 8-point game with 5.5 minutes to go. Babcock will return it out of the end zone, and he will get green grass, but is quickly tackled. If he doesn't get tackled there, he's probably still running. But it's 1st and 10 for Richmond at the 23-yard line. First and 10. A hand or a toss to Casa goes nowhere. Only gets 2, and that's 2nd and 8 from the 25-yard line. Keys puts a man in motion. It's a screen, and Montgomery catches it and loses 5, and it's 3rd and 13. Wichita State with an opportunity to get off the field and get the football back down 1 score.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long.
3rd and 13, Keys back to pass. It's a quick outside pass to Casa. It goes nowhere, and Richmond is going to have to punt the football back.
One team making their way on the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time.
Genius will return.
Oh, and he's got some space here.
4th and 13.
Returner brought down by the coverage team.
Apparently you guys got an ad. I will be nice since it's close. We will pause since this is not recorded. When Wad tells me we're back, we will resume this game because there's a lot of action upcoming in this one. Wichita State. I guess we can do this real quick. Just a quick reminder. This was the final play as Southern Oregon put the finishing touches on their game, up 63-7. Backup running back breaks free and it heads to the end zone as Southern Oregon just rolls Stanford in the Sugar Bowl on their way to the Natty. 69-7, undefeated season still alive for Southern Oregon. As we await, because apparently I can't affect or do anything with the ads. As we are apparently back. Wichita State with the football at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. Keogh to the 35, to the 40. 1st and 10. Wichita State approaching midfield. Keogh handoff right side, gets outside, 45 to the 49. 2nd and 1. Wichita State near midfield, trying to tie this game up. Briggs in the backfield. Gets the handoff and pitches it backwards. And it's recovered by Richmond.
Recovery by the defense, headed the other way. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. That's a scoop and score. Defense making a monster play there.
Well, his eyes must have gotten so big when he saw that ball pop out, chance to pounce on it, and instead of doing it the more conservative way and just falling on it, he decides to take it to the house for a touchdown, something he'll remember for the rest of his career.
I had no words last night when this game was played. Still don't really have words right now of how bad that hurt. Yeah, Richmond takes a 15-point lead with 3 minutes to go after I slammed my hand into the desk and my finger was on top of L1. And, yeah, it went backwards. Rowland's back to pass now with some work to do. Looking, throws on the run, has the man by the defense to the 50. Genius gets outside 45, tackled at the 42. 1st and 10.
But this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Oh, it's got to be so rewarding for an offensive coordinator when you're perfectly
Rowland back to pass. Sacked, loses 7. 5th sack of the day for Richmond. And that's 2nd and 17 from the 49-yard line.
That's another sack
watch tag for Wichita State as Roland takes off and scrambles for 11. They're 30. Listen, I will never do that again. But you have to understand how mad I was in this moment right now. I was just calling stuff left and right, not really caring. I was. Yeah. You can see what I was doing as that passes. It doesn't matter what that pass was. It's the League of Four pass. 4th and 10 now from the 42, and Wichita State needing this to have any hopes of this game still staying alive for them. Fourth and 10. Rolling back to pass. Still looking. Rolls out. Throws it to his tight end to the 21-20 out of bounds. 2:08 left to go when Wichita State gets a first down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is.
Rolling back to pass, trying to get away. Has an intentional grounding. Everything has gone from bad to worse to catastrophic for Wichita State in the last 3 minutes of this game. And they need to score, are now facing a 2nd and 23 from their 33-yard line. As Roland is still looking, hit, and throws away. And there's a 2-minute warning. Richmond up 15, the minute 56 left to go. I don't really know what I was doing on this play, but Roland's back to pass. Oh, that's what I was doing. Genius catches it, only gets 4. On that play, was hoping that he would get more separation because he's a pretty fast receiver. But he did not, and it's 4th and 19 with a minute 30 to go. Needing a touchdown. And a first down. Roland looking. Doesn't even get the pass off. Takes a sack. And that will do it from the Rose Bowl. Richmond holds on at one point up 42-20 in the 4th. Almost allows Wichita State to tie the game up. But defense holds strong, forcing a scoop and score. I wouldn't say it's forced. Got a scoop and score. And that was really the difference. 4 turnovers to 1 will do it for you. And it's going to be Richmond and Southern Oregon in the national championship in 2029 of the Legends Dynasty. As you can see, I am... I was not happy at this point in time last night. I was just not clicking plays. As Richmond takes their first of 2 knees. And the national championship, I believe, is being played relatively soon. But it will be streamed either tomorrow or Thursday on Twitch right here. And if you're watching on YouTube, the VOD will probably be up by the time you're seeing this VOD on YouTube. But, for those that tuned in on Twitch, appreciate you guys as Keys takes the final knee and ends that one. Richmond moves to 14-1 and heads to the national championship. Take on Southern Oregon. For you guys watching on Twitch, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Keep an eye out on the next couple of days for the national championship stream in Legends. If you're on YouTube, make sure you go follow Twitch. Subscribe to YouTube as well. Keep an eye out for not only Legends content, RFCL kicking off their final or the last dance tournament before it gets retired in the RFL. Gladiators on the channel, RFL Classics on the channel. We got some other dynasties as well that we have content for, so keep an eye out for that. Appreciate you guys as always for watching, and we'll see you next time for another RFL channel stream.